Welcome to Lifeless Planet. Or should I say Lord of the Rings Space Edition. Seriously, there's so much fucking walking in this game, you've even got to climb Mount Doom at one point. Lifeless Planet is a 2014 puzzle platformer video game developed by independent company Stage 2 Studios. I wasn't interested in the plot, so here's some wiki I prepared earlier, read by a terrible impersonation of Keanu Reeves. The game follows scientists on a trip to another planet that is thought to be filled with life forms. The mission is a failure as the ship is lost in the crash. The protagonist is unable to locate the other crew members, and the planet turns out to be an enormous wasteland, completely devoid of life. The start of this game actually feels like it's going to be interesting, but it quickly descends into walking and jumping. Don't forget the tornadoes. Quick, get out of the way! Whew! It establishes you need oxygen to survive, but only brings it up when there's an oxygen tank around, so it doesn't really matter. It's called a puzzle game, but it's really a walking simulator. It's so fucking easy. Like, here you go grandma, entertain yourself easy. Or like, League of Legends is not for me, I'm uninstalling it easy. I felt like I was just falling through the game. The puzzles consist of such challenging tasks as putting rocks on the side of a hill so you can jump up, or pushing a barrel up to a wall so you can jump up. The pathways are always extremely clear, and it made it easy to see what the puzzles were at barely a glance. When I wasn't walking in Lifeless Planet, the game would kindly break it up with jumping, and sometimes double jumping. Some of the more interactive puzzles looked like they might be a challenge at first, but really all I had to do was mash all these buttons until it worked. Yay, fulfilling. The story is partly driven through the collection of data pads, which would annoy me greatly because they would just recite back exactly what you did as if you weren't there to see it. An example would be, I'd walk into a room and there'd be green footprints on the ground. I'd pick up the oh-so informative data pad and it would say something like, I walked into the room with radioactive footprints on the ground. Thanks data pad, I zoned out a bit because of all the fucking walking this game makes me do. By the time I realised this game was just running around in a Nintendo 64 looking planet with a few walls in the way, it was too late to give up, so I decided to see it through. At one point you get to a woman who enjoys yelling at you across chasms and running away. Oh, not such a lifeless planet after all! Oh, the things I'll do to her if I catch her. But don't get too excited. She'll lead you to the other side of this planet before she lets you get any of that snatch. So I gave up on this game about 75% through. This game would be great for someone who didn't want to get too excited, like Grandad and his serious heart disease. But overall, don't play it. It really sucks.